Is it really about 20% of the buyers that can get a mortgage and about 80% that cannot? And so I need proof of that before I can be sure that your system works. Hey there, welcome to another Q&A Thursday. And I've got an interesting question that came in, and I don't want to go on a rant here, and I'm not going to call the person out because I want you guys to constantly send in questions, and then none of them are bad. This is not a bad question. This is just a very important point to bring up. Okay, it's not a protocol question. It's not a skill set question. The question was, could you let me know where you found the statistic that states 18 to 20% of the buyer pool can get a loan and the other 80% or so can't? So let me say a few things. I'm going to answer that question, but the end of that email said, and you know who you are, and this is great that you're seeing this, nothing personal, okay? We're blunt and to the point, as you guys all know by now. So I won't call you out, but you got to look at the big picture here. You will never be without buyers for homes you're selling on terms. Never, as long as you bought it right. We're not going to do a training today. Self-employed people, forget credit for a minute, forget can't get a loan for a minute. Self-employed people that need seasoning, huge buyer pool. People that want to have more time to save a down payment. Nothing to do with credit. It could be perfect credit. Self-employed can be perfect credit. So they don't fit in maybe that 18%, but they want more time to save a down payment for the next 2 or 3 years. They love the rent-to-own program because that allows them time to do that while they're locking in a price. It's an enormous benefit when marketed properly. And they'll get a better rate, and they'll be better because of it in every way for the next 30 years on their mortgage. So the percentage is another thought for you. And by the way, to answer the question, I don't know what the stat is in your market. Go check it out. Go check with mortgage brokers and check it out. The buyer pool is probably less than that, actually. The percentage of deals, and I forget where I read this. This was online somewhere, some national stat. I don't know if it was the Board of Realtors or what it was, but it stated that, and don't quote the stat, just get the concept. It stated that the percentage of deals in real estate that are being done on terms, i.e. lease purchase and owner financing, in the early 90s, or maybe mid-90s it stated, somewhere in the 90s, was somewhere in the like 3 to 4% range. And again, don't quote me, but it was low. And it predicted that by 2020, and it went further, that these statistics will tell us that the percentage of total deals being done nationally are going to be up in the 20-something% range that are being done by terms. It's growing, guys. The writing's on the wall. Everybody and their brother are in flipping and rehabbing, and you have a niche here. And so here's the thing I would say to you. I won't say your name. And for everyone to know, you can look for reasons to do this business, or you can look for excuses. The bottom of the email, so everybody understands why I'm on a bit of a rant, said, I want to convince my wife that your system works. Can you tell me where you found that stat for 18 to 20%? Oh man, you're missing the whole boat, and your wife is missing the whole boat. It's not about that stat. It's about buying property on terms that's been done for decades before you and I. Decades and decades. And then way after we're gone, it'll continue to be done. And all we did is hone it all in to a duplicatable system that's predictable and profitable and gave you a path to run on. That's all we did. This stuff's been existing for decades and decades and decades. Here's what I would suggest you do. I would suggest your wife do, because I know you're on board. I would suggest that your wife visits the real reviews, the real results on our website. Most recently, in fact, as of the day of this filming, there were 3 new ones put up there by actual students that just shot a video and gave us some real results. And if that doesn't get your attention or your wife's attention, frankly, I don't know what does. Now, just for FTC and other reasons, we're not making any income claims, but I do want you to go look at what they experience. Can you experience the same thing? Perhaps. I don't know you yet. I don't know your skill set yet. I don't know your discipline yet. I don't know your background yet. I don't know what business experience you had. I don't know any of that yet. So I don't know what the expectations should be for you, but I'll help you set them after I get to know you and after our family gets to know you. We'll certainly help you set them. So go visit the reviews. Also, here's a call out for every single person watching this. You guys should do one of 2 things. Our system is not complex. Our funnel is not complex. We don't have a whole bunch of products to sell. We don't have a bunch of boot camps to sell. Here's the deal. You look at our free webinar. If you like what you see and you think that we're a good delivery of the message and you'd like to lock arms with us, then go ahead and do the QLS program, the Quantum Leap System video program. Okay, no brainer, no money, no risk because there's a money back guarantee if you don't like the niche. But by then you know if you like it or not, and so you do the program. And then after that, you can attend the QLS Live. At least as of this filming, you can attend the QLS Live with that purchase for free. Now, if this gets outdated and the ticket costs you something down the road, don't get angry. These videos get outdated. They live for a long time. But right now, you can buy the QLS and attend the QLS Live for free. So why not attend the QLS Live? Why not get around other people that are doing deals? And here's another point on that. Most seminars you've probably gone to, and if you haven't, let me tell you what happens. People who have done deals in the room, I've been there, guys. I've been in a room of 100 people, 75, 200. And when the mentor or coach speaker says, put your hand up if you've done a deal, you might get 10% of the room, but likely you get 5% of the room. You got a few people doing deals. You come to our QLS Live, I don't care what year you come, bare minimum, I'm going to be conservative, so you don't call me out on this, 50, 60% of the room would have done a deal or more. A large percentage of the room would have done several deals. Some percentage of the room would have hit $1 million in revenue, gross revenue. And in the total room for deals being done, probably 70 or 80% is more realistic, not 50 or 60. It's a different environment. Now, if you say, well, I saw the webinar, I didn't want to invest in myself and buy the QLS program, but I'm still kind of doing my due diligence. Perfect. Purchase the ticket. I don't know what the ticket price is as of now, but go to smartrealestatecoach.com, click on QLS Live, purchase the ticket. So you didn't get a free ticket, but you purchased the ticket for less than the QLS program will cost you, and then you attend. And you see what the social proof is, and you see what the content is, and you immerse yourself in the speakers, and then you leave there and you make a decision. I think that's a no-brainer. In fact, with the event, we give you a money-back guarantee. If you come up to us and say, you know what, Chris, thanks, I met your whole family, I saw all the speakers, I saw all the associates, and I saw the tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, some $1 million earned, but I still don't want to do this, and I think the event was a waste of time. We'll cut you a check, and we'll refund the event, and we both go our separate ways, and no hard feelings. I hope you get the point here. It's a long rant on the question of, does your system work, and is there really only 20% of the buyers that can get a mortgage? That's how this started. The bottom line is, if you want to go ahead and attack this, you find reasons to attack it, not reasons to not attack it. And if you want to attack it and you think you can attach to our style of coaching, let's lock arms and do it. Let's have a great experience. I hope that helped you guys. A little bit different, but it was a question, so I want to throw it on the Thursday Q&A. Put your questions here, and I won't call you out if it's one of these. I'll answer it for you, but I won't call you out on it. And I want to make sure that we get this stuff out there in the field, so to speak, and on social media, because the stuff works, and it works all day long, every day. We're just a deliverer of the message. You got to execute. We'll help you execute. That's where we close the gap different than anyone else does. Be sure to subscribe so you get all other Q&As in the future. Be sure to subscribe so you pick up the Sunday deal structuring and the Motivational Monday. Those are all videos we're releasing in addition to extra bonuses. And if you haven't yet, go to the podcast. Suck up some of the speakers there. They're amazing guests I have on there. And you can subscribe to that too at smartrealestatecoachpodcast.com. Make it a great week. Keep the questions coming here on the screen. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to chatting with you real soon.